Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Donating items to charity organizations helps both you and them, but if you don't do it right, you could be doing more harm than good. Here with tips on the best ways to donate, we welcome back Samantha Kirsch. It's so nice to see you.
Great to see you too.
So our hearts are in the right place, but sometimes we're messing up a little bit on the donations.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So the three things that I like to remember would be, is it something you would give a friend? Does the form meet the function? So if you think about what the organization you're donating to, what do they do? Does what you're donating work for what they do?
Okay.
And then just keeping in mind, that things are actually good quality and people will want to use them.
Right. You're not just getting rid of stuff for the sake of getting rid of it. It's passing it along for good use.
Yes, and that's the best way to, keep things in use longer and be more sustainable with them. So let's start over here.
Okay, what do we got?
So just think about that pile of clothes you probably have somewhere in your house that needs to be donated.
Yes.
So we start over here with socks. Loose socks, singular socks.
Are people doing that? No, they're not. They're sending you single socks?
Sometimes we've gotten
That's
single
rude. Don't do that.
If you have socks, make sure you try and bundle them up together like so that they stay together, they don't get lost. That's another thing. Maybe they're not donating single socks, but when their bag gets dumped, you lose it. Same with shoes. These shoes, they're a little dirty. I should probably wash them off a little bit before donating. Yeah. But a good thing I did here is I tied them together.
Oh, that's smart.
Because when you're just, again, donating a whole bag, it can get lost super quickly, and one shoe isn't much help for most folks.
No, and you don't want to just create more work for the people on the other side receiving the goods.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next, this shirt, would you give it to a friend? It's got some holes in it.
No.
So this probably best to get, recycled, or you can cut it up for rags, use it around the house, keep it in use that way. Yeah. Not something you should donate.
Okay.
Here, we've got some men's shorts, which is a very highly needed item.
Okay.
But these have a hole. So again, probably something that not worth donating. No. Keep that for the recycling bin. And so there's Ridwell, there's Just Baggett, Just Porch It, I think that's what it's called. And so they pick up clothing to recycle.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Moving over here, this is a nice dress.
Yeah.
It is in good shape.
Okay.
Has no holes. Beautiful, right? You could donate that.
Yes.
But for example, the organization that I volunteer with, we work with the houseless community. Do you see them wearing party dresses and heels?
That might not be a high value item, right?
So that's what I'm talking about. Like, does the form meet the function?
That makes sense.
So think about where you're donating or what you have, and then just do a quick Google search to see, can they use this item?
Because there's usually a great group somewhere that does need, like I saved some of my old work clothes for Dress for Success and things like that. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Great.
So this last one, this is a tank top. Perfect for summer. It's in good shape. So that's a great item to donate. And what's really nice is the seasonality of it too.
Oh, okay.
So that's important when you're working with organizations too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times nonprofits don't have a lot of storage space.
Right.
So you don't want to donate winter coats in July.
No.
You don't want to donate, a lot of summer items in the winter.
Yeah.
So try and think about that as you go through your closet, as you're making your pile for donations, because things are needed in that moment.
Exactly. It's coming in and it's going right back out the door to somebody who needs it today.
Exactly.
In a lot of cases. Okay.
Exactly. So another thing that we definitely would need donated for the organization I work with, which is called Clackamas Service Center, underwear. Everyone always needs new underwear.
Always.
Always needs new clean underwear. So we've got like a package right there, brand new. That's a fantastic item to donate.
Oh, that's so nice.
Men's clothing. Men often wear their clothing until it's torn apart.
Right.
So especially with our community members, we need so much men's clothing, shoes, flip-flops, sneakers, hiking boots.
Okay.
Things that are a little bit more technical at times is nice if you're living on the streets.
Sure, yeah.
So think about any summer clothing as well that you would want that maybe you'd wear hiking or something. That would be a great item to donate.
That's a good idea. So tell me more about how people, if they have things they think that Clackamas Service Center could use, how do they get a hold and make those donations?
Yeah, so if you go to our website, which is cscoregon.org, so just the Clackamas Service Center, cscoregon.org, you can find how to get involved and choose in-kind donations, and you can check out what is on that site. There's a wish list and there's a list of ways to donate.
Okay.
And additionally, a lot of organizations have wish lists posted.
That's true.
So you should always do a Google to see.
Yeah.
You know, it's best to call or reach out to see if something's needed before donating something.
And it's better too if you can be a little bit organized with your things, right? And not just drop off a bag of stuff that's all mixed up together.
Yeah, it's nice if they're clean too. We wash everything that comes to us, but it's definitely nice if things are clean and folded. That makes it a lot easier.
I love what you said at the beginning. How would you give this to a friend, and then maybe think about how you would present it to that friend? You'd probably kind of package it in a nice way so that it wasn't more difficult for them to deal with upon opening.
Yeah, so we definitely need a lot of donations for summer. It's hot. You know, we can always take hygiene donations too.
Oh, great.
Oh, and the good tip is that a lot of nonprofits have the ability to buy things in bulk. So if you're thinking about doing in-kind donations and buying things new, and a monetary donation might make more sense because they can buy more things for less money.
That makes a lot of sense.
So it's a good thing to keep in mind.
Yeah, and a lot of great organizations locally that do need our help. So it's good to have all this stuff top of mind.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
really
you.
great information. Okay, we will have more on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.